After this game, I gotta do dishes. Is he setting up his stream? He must be. That's funny. He's gonna know more about which abilities I have than I do. Yeah. Set it and forget it, and I just rely on my playing it. Rely on me choosing the abilities on the guys that fits my playstyle, rather than adjusting my playstyle to the abilities available.
Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants.
Wait till free agency 2 to blow your load. That's when Sewell and Horn will be there.
Mike Tirico next to the great tight end Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one.
I will not fuck you. I promise you I'm going to drop both of them in free agency 2. Not that you necessarily want Horn, especially if he regresses. Yeah.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. On play action, it is Dart. Rounding taken in, it's Trey Benson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. So the rule of thumb, so often when you
Man, he likes these really complicated fucking plays, doesn't he?
He tends to be wide open more often than not.
What is safety midpoint? What does that do?
Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's a first carry for their running back.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet.
Man, he hikes that ball before you can get to any adjustments.
Touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
The motion guy?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
That was his very first play in the game, yeah.
He'll start at the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Okay, say that again. Start that over.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jameer Gibbs. And not much there.
Yeah, that happened. That happened on third down. So.
From the 21, here's second down and 9. The RPO, that one is complete, and he's got
Thank you.
this up close to the 35-yard line. That's good. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Detroit.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Lisa 24. Hey, Denver 10-10. Jack. Go straight.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Hey, Lions. Hey, Denver 10-10.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
It's going to be third. They need one.
Hey, run. Son, that's son.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, fourth down.
Here's the Lions punt team now. On the return, it's Turner. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brian Branch on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 16-yard line.
It's Dart. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Brett Delpit up to make the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Dirty left. Hey, Lions.
Lawrence. He's going to take a shot down the field. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball, and he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
That one taken in. That's Teteroa McMillan. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 4th down coming up. Here's their punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this This is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. He gets free. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 99 yards. Touchdown, New York. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On first down, Lawrence. The catch made by McMillan. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party on pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Makes the score Giants 38, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. As the kicks away. Taken at the 5. They'll be brought down right around the
You're home early.
5-yard line. Play action now. It's Lawrence. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
shy of midfield. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10.
48-yard line.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Hey, James here. Jack.
Lawrence. Open man, left side. He's got it. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Lions first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko. Hot. Take right over.
Go.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Start on the ground, finding room across midfield, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 36 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he will score! Touchdown, Giants. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Great. He might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Giants 35, Lions 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Lawrence now. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 15. First down, Detroit.
That's good.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
1 yard gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
5-yard line.
Decent 24.
They send a receiver in motion left. They go play action for Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Abdul Carter in for the sack. He registers number 14 on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Tomato, tomato. Sink right. Silver.
To throw is Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Ready? 60, 18, Pioneer. Go.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got Komet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready? Pat, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash. Check smash, check smash. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there.
Give me the ball back, Mitch. You fucking
Difficult
douchebag.
defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Go, go. All right, let's go. 13, that's hut.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence.
Why am I not? I'm fucking smashing the goddamn button. Throw the goddamn ball.
Dexter Lawrence in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
And we've seen this time and impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely
Motherfucker.
He got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target. Third down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. Here's the punter now, as he'll punch it away for the fourth time today. Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They've turned it over on down.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Here we go! Here we go! 60 Eagles! 60!
On first down, Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbor. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. First down throw for Lawrence. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And the Lions first down.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. It's caught by the tight end. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. He works free, right side. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's a run going left. He'll be stopped after a short game to about the 30. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
It is second and 9.
Come on, set.
They'll stick with him again. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Think right. Go, go.
Second down, Lawrence. He throws right sides down the field, and it is brought in. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Lions first down.
Hey, easy. Route.
Throwing is Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
They'll come up here first and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going up top. That is hard.
Did it.
And he's
Whole goal.
in. Touchdown, Detroit.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The score, Giants 45, Lions 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. 18, go.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. On the play fake, here's Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Got it. Ready? My man. Cougar 19. Check. Set. Cougar 19. Set, go.
A play fake. Now Dart gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's how you get yourself out of a 2nd and 20 hole. Big gain there to leave them just shy of the first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Ready?
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Set. Ready? 60 Eagles. Hawks.
That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
And the Giants, first down.
Let's
First
go.
and 10 at the 36-yard line.
19-18. Hut.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. 60 by 60.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pioneer. Come on. Set. Up. 70 Lions. Hut.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey,
On first down, Lawrence. To the right side, he finds McMillan. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Lawrence now on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and inches.
Less than a yard.
On red.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Hey, Jupiter, Jupiter. Here we go.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Detroit.
Detroit Lions, first down. A gain of 12. And the Lions,
Rip,
first
what
down.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That one's all in left side by McMillan. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
18 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions. First
Easy,
down.
easy, 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 easy.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A run here with Gibbs. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Hey, Smash. Hey, Ginger, Ginger. Jack. Here we go.
They'll run with Gibbs. Only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another
Easy,
here.
Ralph, Ralph.
It's third and 2.
Hot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
That is on the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ready up.
Second down, they need 7.
Set up.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. Brings
So
up
2
third
minutes
down
left to
and
play
7.
in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's third and 7.
Set. Hawk, come 19. Come 19. Go.
On play action, it is Dart. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter as he's standing right around his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. A first down throw for Lawrence. That one out wide to Gibbs.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
A gain of 18.
And his great game continues, and all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Hey. Soga,
Laporta in motion. Lawrence now to throw on first down. There's Pat Mannigan, another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
First down, Lions.
Lawrence. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The final act now of this football game, the extra point. Oh, he missed it. The extra point is no good. The disbelief on the sidelines. The late touchdown isn't enough to win it, and we will instead head to overtime. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.